Steve Carter had always wondered what the truth about his past, and sparked a shocking discovery after stopping himself on a missing children website. The salesman from Philadelphia, US, knew he had been adopted from an orphanage in Honolulu, Hawaii, when he was 4 years old, but he didn't know how. The desire to find out the truth about his identity increased as he got older, so he began looking in 2011. After hearing about the case of Carleen White, Steve began to wonder. CNN reported Carleen was kidnapped by a woman posing as a nurse at a hospital in New York City when she was a 3-week-old baby. She was reunited with her birth parents years after discovering the truth, after finding her baby picture on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children website when she was 23. Steve followed his lunch and decided to log on missingcats.org in the hope of finding answers. That's how at the age of 34 in 2011, he found himself staring at an age progression photo of a boy that looked almost identical to himself on a missing website, next to a picture of baby which vanished in Hawaii. Immediately Steve knew it was him and contacted Honolulu Police Department. Steve volunteered for a DNA test in February 2011, and 8 months later its finding revealed fragments of his story and the name he had been given at birth, Mark Spanama Moriarty Barnes. His biological father, Mark Barnes, reported his missing for more than 3 decades ago, after his mother, Charlotte Moriarty, took him for a walk when he was 6 months old and didn't return. Steve discovered that his mother took him to a stranger's home, where she gave police a fake name and the birth date for her son. She was taken to a psychiatric hospital, and Carter was put in a protective care. People magazine reported, but she vanished a few days later. 3 years later, Steve was adopted by Stephen Bat Carter, who raised him in New Jersey. After his identity was confirmed by police, Steve called Jennifer Monheimer, his mother's daughter, and his half-older sister. Jennifer was 8 and living with her father in New Mexico when her mother and Steve vanished. She had assumed they had died, but persuaded police to reopen the case, which is how Steven's photo ended up on missingcats.com. Steve told media in 2012 he was going to approach getting to know his biological family slowly, but he was happy he had discovered the truth. He said it was a happy ending to a story that usually isn't a happy ending. Good things do happen, he said.